The Americans with Disabilities Act was groundbreaking for the accessibility of transportation across the United States. But there are limitations to its impact, which are often ignored, and those limitations continue on today. Under Title II, the ADA prohibits disability based discrimination in the realm of public transportation. So, this means accessible buses, trains, light rails, and other public entities. But still, 28% of the country's rail transit stations are not accessible. On the East Coast, this problem is even more exacerbated. For example, the 2020 Federal Transit Administration found that 72% of New York subway stations are not ADA accessible. These are stations that lead to doctor's appointments, job locations, and the homes of friends and family. Though this issue is most rampant on the East Coast, more than 25 million Americans have disabilities that make traveling difficult. But is it their disability that imposes this barrier, or is it the inaccessibility of stations that provide elevator access, for example, or wayfinding devices? Are those inaccessibility issues truly the ones at fault? I would argue that they are, and I would agree with Lisa Egan's sentiment that these Americans are disabled by a society that places social, attitudinal, and architectural barriers in their way. We know that transportation is essential for social participation. So, what is to be done? Well, in July of this year, the Biden administration took the first step to addressing this issue with the All Stations Accessibility Program. This program will address the older train systems that have yet to be accessible. But this is just the beginning. We must continue to reach out to those who face travel restrictions and create a better understanding of which distances they're unable to reach. We must continue to question the architecture of transportation and not the people who cannot access it. We must continue to urge our lawmakers to make policy changes that will not make transportation and accessibility an option in our world.